Hello everyone. Today, we highlight Charles Casio, a key driver of SS transformation.
As a non-profit committed to global educational equity, ETS operates in 180 countries, administering over 50 million tests yearly. Joining ETS in 2000, Casio linked traditional testing with new tech. He built the first sales team, launched the Interactive Learning Division in 2007, and became vice president for partnerships in 2010, leading its market shift. Teaming up with 70 partners like Microsoft and Apple, he created tools such as WHAMI and Proofwriter, integrating tests into mobiles and games. ETS's revenue soared from $400 million to $1.3 billion in a decade. Casio now envisions companies as learning spaces, leveraging ETS's expertise to bring equitable education to all through technology.
Educational Testing Service ETS, founded in 1947 and headquartered in Princeton, New Jersey, USA, ETS is the world's largest nonprofit educational assessment and research organization. Its core business is developing and administering globally recognized standardized tests, including TOEFL for academic English proficiency, TOEIC for workplace English skills, GRE for graduate school admissions, and Praxis for teacher qualification assessments. With over 9,000 test centers across 180 countries and regions, ETS serves more than 50 million test takers annually. Guided by the mission of advancing education quality and equity, it has evolved from a pure test provider to a holistic education solutions partner, driving digital transformation and global outreach under leaders like Charles Casio.
Charles Casio is a business leader known for his strong operational background and long-term strategic thinking. He began his professional journey with a strong focus on engineering and operations, which provided him with a solid foundation in manufacturing, systems and process efficiency. Throughout his early career, Casio worked across different functions within large manufacturing organizations, gaining hands-on experience in production management, cost control, and organizational coordination. During this period, he encountered major challenges such as global competition, cost pressures, and the need for continuous operational improvement. These experiences strengthened his problem-solving abilities and leadership mindset. Casio learned that effective leadership is not only about technical expertise, but also about empowering employees, encouraging accountability, and building a culture of continuous improvement. This professional background shaped Charles Casio into a leader who emphasizes efficiency, adaptability, and sustainable organizational growth.
When Charles Casio led strategic initiatives at the Educational Testing Service, ETS, he set the organization apart by blending education with business and technology, a sharp break from the industry norm of focusing only on traditional testing. Here's how his approach stood out. First, break business boundaries and engage in cross-sector collaboration. Most education institutions focus only on K-12 or college-level assessments, but Casio pushed ETS to move beyond the education sector. He sought business partnerships, launched global projects, and even integrated ETS's educational tools into everyday technologies such as a mobile English learning program in China. This turned ETS's resources into products accessible to all, not just classroom students. What's more, innovate and launch gamified, lightweight educational tools with a stronger focus on students' experience. Traditional education tools feel like serious work, but Casio's projects such as WHAMI, Proofwriter, and Jabara turned learning and testing into games. For example, WHAMI lets kids do self-assessments while playing a game that will sit and focus for more than an hour, and Jabara uses a superhero-themed mobile game to teach spelling and grammar. This way, ETS's educational quality stayed the same, and learning felt less like a boring task. Charles Casio also used technology to create products for teenagers' real needs. Most education groups design tools from their own view, but Casio started by listening to employers and the market. First, he found gaps like graduates' poor writing skills or teens' low employability. Then, he built tools such as the Proofwriter writing feedback tool to solve these problems. So, ETS's products became directly useful for the people who needed them most. Its strategic practice reflects cross-border cooperation, technological innovation, and experience innovation. Also, it shows the importance of enterprises' transformation, upgrading, and innovation. In fact, ETS's innovation is tapping into education's new potential, making learning fit different scenarios and better adapt to the new form of education.
Kasiao's leadership practice exemplifies the core characteristics of pragmatic strategic leadership. He emphasized the need to integrate innovation with practical commercial requirements, rather than pursuing superficial or radical forms of innovation. Under his leadership, the company has successfully built a sustainable competitive advantage by enhancing operational efficiency, optimizing resource allocation, and strengthening execution capabilities. Truly valuable innovation must address real-world problems and generate tangible outcomes for a company's long-term development. Thanks for watching.